Welcome all fire signs to your September numerology reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you in this numerology. You guys could be seeing these numbers. These numbers will impact what it is that is going on within your life. Let's see. Best messages. Give us the best messages for our beautiful Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. We have individuality coming out with number 11. Loving the 11 breaking down to 1 as well. That is talking about you being your own self. This is a beautiful new beginning of where you feel you're stable within your own environment, within your own skin, within your own creations, right? Who are you and what, what is, what is it that you want within your own personal growth over here with the 7? So you guys could be seeing a lot of 7s or a lot of 1s, maybe even 11. It could be 7-11 on the clock. Let's see what's going on. Oh, best message coming out. Give me another card right now. We're also talking about that love, self-love, loving everything around you when it's coming to this individuality. So knowing that, what I love is what I love. I don't have to love what everybody else loves. I am my own individual person. If you don't love the car that I'm driving, too bad for you. That type of behavior. Why? Because you are being your own individual self. You may have felt like there has been people around you have maybe been holding you back from your growth, right? Your own personal growth. Right, they could be telling you, oh, well, you can't do this and you can't do that. That is not the way that we grow, right? So they may even be telling you, you cannot manifest the things that you want. But within your own personal growth, you are going to be able to manifest the things you want for yourself, being who you are. Remember, guys, we're not here to be a beehive, right? You run into people who have the same ideas, right? You run into people who have the same personal growth within themselves. You run into people who love things that you love, but we are not here to be the Borg. This is not Star Trek. We are not bees, right? We have our own creations. We have our own music, and then we bring those with us, right, who like the things that we like. We find those. They like country music. I like country music, however it is. But you need to make sure that whoever you're with is not holding you back from where you need to manifest and personally grow. It's not for everyone, right? So I'm loving this already. What is it that you love? What is it that you need to focus on for your own self? So underneath the love and the individuality is your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. So just make sure that whatever you're loving, make sure that you are using that stabilization of the earth to really ground what it is you truly want for yourself. I love the grounding though too, because it's saying it needs a practical plan, but the practical plan is coming from you, not always from everyone else around you who thinks that they know what's best for you. People only know what's best for you for certain reasons, but not every day areas everywhere. Do you understand what I'm saying? Meaning that they don't understand. They don't know everything you need. Does that make sense? I'm trying to bring that out as clear as possible. Because I think there are a lot of times people want us to do what they want us to do. Therefore, it holds back what you truly want, right? And if you believe that this is the plan that you want, a lot of times people say, oh, that's not going to work, right? You need to look at it, and how you want to move. Okay, so with the personal growth and the manifestations, you have your hard work is paying off with Capricorn. A lot of earth energy over here, guys. This is really talking about really getting grounded and really getting focused in what it is you truly want. With earth signs, we get grounded in saying, yes, there has to be a practical plan because earth signs want some practicality. Right, but we definitely need it to be for ourselves, right? This is my area. I'm loving this. Okay, so On the individuality, and the next card coming out underneath the Taurus full moon is don't let your past hold you back. So if you felt with the South Node that someone has always been there to try to knock down your dreams or make you a part of that beehive or only doing what they expect you to do, you're going to let that go. You're going to find that in certain areas of your life, I want to be who I want to be, and I want it to go this way. And I'm not going to let you pull me back, right, telling me what I want. You know what's kind of funny here? I just seen this, and I don't know. It's kind of crazy, because if you look at the South Node, it almost looks like the ring of a bull's, nose. A bull nose ring over here. It's almost like they're pulling you by this ring over here, because that's what's holding you back, is allowing them to keep pulling you, pulling you into the direction they want you to be in. Right. And now you're saying, no, I'm going after what I love. I mean, it could even be relationships, maybe they're trying to tell you, that the relationship that you're in, right, that's not a good relationship for you. It's like, well, let me pick my own relationships. I can listen to you, but it doesn't, I need to learn and grow on my own. I can't just be doing what you want me to do all the time. Parents do this, right? Parents do this a lot, right? Always trying to keep us away from our karmics, but you have lessons that you need to learn. So if you're always being led away from the karmics and the lessons of those people, you're never going to actually have personal growth from this situation. So that in its area needs to do what it needs to do, because you too have, there's soul contracts that we have to do, right, for us to be able to learn certain things. So if you feel like you have someone who's always against your manifestations and your love growth, and you're always doing what they want you to do, there's going to be problems along the way, right? There's going to definitely be some problems, because we're here to learn, right, and to grow. And through growth, we have to have learning. So with your hard work paying off, it's talking about expect powerful change to happen. So as long, as much as you, I don't know, I want to say as much as you feel like there could be a stagnancy right now within your relationship or your personal growth or things that are going on around you, you might feel very stagnant energy. It is saying it's just stagnant for the minute, because your manifestation is getting ready to bloom, to blossom, right? So it's definitely getting ready to pop over here. So that could, it's kind of like in the works, right? So you could say, well, I don't know if anything, is really going to happen at this time. Everything seems a little stagnant. It's not moving. Well, that's just because it just feels like the universe is still weaving your manifestations together, right? So let's get over here and see what's kind of going on over here. So kindness goes a long ways with 37. And this is talking about that 1 again. So under the 11, the 1 is now another 1. So yeah. Talking about a lot of new ideas, a lot of new ways of doing things, new beginnings of ideas, new beginnings of the ways that you are seeing things, feeling things, having to shift towards the things that you really are nurturing. I mean, this is more like the kindness to yourself. Having that kindness to yourself, the Spirit is saying, this is where I want you to be more generous, more open to receiving, more open to your ideas, right? Understanding that where your ideas are coming from are just as great as what anybody else could give you, if not more powerful, because you're being your own true, genuine, individual self, right? So underneath the personal growth is the acceptance, 49. Having this acceptance, there's a lot of chakras going on over here, a lot of heart chakra, a lot of giving from your own heart, receiving what it is that you want to receive, accepting that, my manifestation is coming in, accepting myself for what I want, accepting my own transformations. We have these beautiful, what is it? This, like, these are crazy. These are butterfly fish. So she's riding these fish over here, and they have wings of a butterfly on them. So, yeah, and then this beautiful moon up here, which is talking about that transition, that understanding, and that intuition to ride the wave of transformation, to accept what it is that's coming towards you when we're talking about this manifestation and personal growth. It's just that go with the flow. Know that where you're putting yourself is what is the best for you, especially when we have that individuality, because you're doing what feels right for you. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It's all about what I want. And knowing that by doing so, you are making this powerful change within yourself. It's actually manifesting all these beautiful new experiences and these new helping, almost like helping hands from the divine. You know, it's almost like it's putting and weaving together all these beautiful, immaculate things for you by just saying, you know what, this is where it is. And really having the strength to do so. And I really feel like the strength card really goes in the middle between the personal growth and the individuality, because it's really saying this is where I'm taking on the strength to do what I want. Between the kindness to myself and the acceptance of this is the way things need to be, brings in this ultimate type of strength that has this majestic feeling, because the tiger is all about majesticness, just like the swan, right? Tigers and swans. But it's definitely saying, look, this is where you're really going to be able to focus and be fearless on your journey to what it is you want. Not having any kind of hesitations, not having to feel like if I don't listen to so and so, or if I can't do this and that, you know, or maybe no one's going to like my ideas. Well, you have to put the strength out there and, you know what, take the courage and say, you know what, maybe they will like it. It didn't come to you for any, you know, for no reason at all. You have to take the steps forward. So if you're creating something beautiful and creating something new, maybe it's just a YouTube channel. Maybe you want to put something out there that you're not sure how people are going to like it. Well, you won't know unless you take the steps and take the strength to do so. You don't know unless you try. You know, it's better to try, you know, than it is to never try. You know, I tried different kinds of readings. Some readings don't get the attention that others do. In fact, this is one of the readings that doesn't get as much attention, but I still put it out there because there are certain people that do watch this. It could be yourself, who actually enjoy it. And when I did take it away, I was like getting all these messages of where it happened in numerology. How come it's not here? I actually enjoy it. Well, it doesn't get the views. But then I come to the conclusion, you know, we need to use it every now and again for those who actually like it. Not everybody's going to like everything that we put up. Not everybody's going to like everything that I do. You know, I do, you know, I try to do what I can for everybody and myself. And then you just have to come to the conclusion, well, what is it that I want to do? Even if it's not getting that 100 views or 80 views, and I don't get very many views, then that's fine. Because I do it for myself to try to help you guys. I'm not here to become a millionaire. I'm not here, you know what I mean? You know, I barely make $100 a month doing what I do, you guys. I do it for you, and I do it for myself. I'm not here to get rich. I'm doing it because I enjoy it. And I enjoy helping others. You know? So that's one of those things, and that's where you gather your strength and say, you know what? Even if they don't come the way I want them to come. Oh, you know what this reminds me of, you guys? Field of Dreams. If I build it, they will come. Well, if you build it, they will come. Maybe they just didn't come the way you wanted them to come. Or maybe it's going to take a lot longer, right? But I will tell you one thing. No matter what, they're going to come one way or another. This strength card really is about just really taking on your own acceptance of saying, you know what? Let's just do it anyways and see what happens, right? So just breathe and everything's going to be fine. There's a lot of 4s in here. So whatever you guys are doing, the 8 is breaking down to 4 as well. Whatever you're doing, there is 4, 4, 4. You're definitely doing something that has some kind of stability. You do have something around you that says, you know what, it's going to be stable enough for it to be able to grow, this does have the cornerstones for growth. We want to build a house, we have to have cornerstones. So this is definitely whatever you're doing for your individual self, no matter what it is. You're still making cornerstones to build. Okay? So go ahead and share that love, share that individuality, share those gifts, share those, share that heart, that kindness, that love, not only with others, but within yourself. Do it for yourself first, and then others will follow. Right? Because when we do things, when we love things, it's shown, and then people will follow. No matter how many people, maybe it only starts as 10, maybe it only starts as 20, right? But it will continue to keep growing. And then you have trust, but you have to have that trust within yourself to want to do so, right? Trust within the process. Have the acceptance and trust that, it all starts from somewhere. Be your own individual self and trust that wherever you're going is always for your highest good. Because it's going to start with you. The bottom of the deck, we also know, I just want to show you, is leadership. Because this is where the leadership is really going to come in the end. And I do believe that once you do get through all of this, you will find, that you are definitely the leader. And a role model towards those, because others are going to say, how did you do that, fire signs? How did you do that? And you're going to say, well, first you have to have trust that that your manifestation is going to come in. But we have to use individuality first to say, this is what I want for me. Right? That makes way. That makes the way for the beautiful completion, because 8 plus 1 equals 9, and the card underneath it is the 9 of completion. You're completing what you need to complete. You're doing things for your personal growth. Nothing is ever 100% completed on this planet unless we're dead. But in this area here, you have completed a cycle of saying, I understand, and it brings in the growth of understanding. So a lot of the completions are just understanding of, oh, that's how we do that. Oh, that's how you can get places. Oh, I get it. If I would have just opened my hand and said, I receive with trust and acceptance. And trust in myself, not even so much in the universe. First, I have to trust in myself to get to the universe. And then some people, they actually trust more in the universe than themselves. I have actually witnessed this, right? So it depends on who and which one it is, right? After that, you will find that the process is complete, and then you'll be able to continue that process. And that's all the Spirit's really telling you. They're saying, look at what it is you're building. Is it for your higher good? Is it what you want? Is it what you want? Because it all starts with you. Right? It all starts with you. Because you can't live someone else's life, right? And you can't live someone else's dreams. Okay? Awesome reading, my friends. Oh my gosh, that was so beautiful. I am going to get a affirmation card for the end. Should have probably used law and attraction cards on this one. Didn't think about that until right now. But, well, I do have 5 on the table. I'll read one of those that I have sitting out. But for now, this is master the step you are on. 100. There you go. That is the truth. And this one over here is know that truth is a living force, whether you believe it or not. You are living in your own truth and your own force. Like that tiger. And I think the best one for here is this manifestation card of the day will be, I can change my life by changing my thoughts. By choosing a thought that feels slightly better than the thoughts you have been thinking, you can gradually change the direction of your thoughts by focusing upon a better feeling thought. The law of attraction will respond to that thought, and therefore the balance of your thoughts will now improve. And if it's, they're kind of weird, so you can always go back and listen to that again slower, right? I tried to read it a little slower, but I always think that's beautiful. And, you know, those are law and attraction ones are always beautiful. And don't forget to watch the manifestation videos as well when you are learning to manifest. I will have those up always at the end of the month or the next month because they're timeless, right? Manifestation videos are timeless. A lot of these are, they come and go as you need them, right? So let's always remember, not everything might be needed at this time, but when that time does come, you will know, right? So, okay, my friends. And remember, every day, it's always time to release negativity. Every day, right? Every day. Every time that sucker hits, we just want to get rid of it. But it does have its reasons to be there sometimes, too. So remember balance. Till next time, my friends. Peace and love. Bye-bye.